I kind of feel like my life is like the movie Pretty Woman in a way. You came to Tick Ridge and you rescued me and you have given me a wonderful life and have provided for our children, and I love you.
And I love you very much.
This is the very, very first gift that Gersper ever gave me, and he gave this to me Christmas of 1953.
And I paid for it with money won from a pinball machine.
He did play a pinball machine.
Yeah, I paid the pinball machine and cheated. We first met in 1953 at the start of the school year. We were having an assembly in the gymnasium, and I looked and saw that young lady in saddle shoes, bobby socks, rolled up jeans, and her father's shirt. And she was beautiful, and for a 16-year-old seeing that vision, I fell in love.
And the first time I saw Paul, he walked into this little country school, and he was 6'2", blue suede shoes, blonde hair, ducktail, and a tie, and a dress shirt and jacket.
I was dressed better than a teacher.
So I noticed him the first day of school, obviously. Yeah. And I said, not for me.
I was a member of the basketball team, and Freda was a cheerleader.
And then at one game, he whispered to me at halftime, "Save me a seat."
And I sat down and we started romancing. And then it was just fireworks from that point on.
It was not. He nearly smothered me to death. There was so many kisses, and I thought, how many more miles back to the school?
I'd never kissed a girl before, and I didn't really know how to do it, so I thought
you certainly acted like you did.
I thought I'd just keep doing it different ways and see it.
And then we mostly have had our courtship through letter writing. Neither one of us had a car, and then 9 months after I met him, he went in the military. And apparently at that time, my mother must have thought I was having a hard time. If I didn't get a letter from him, I would be upset or moody or something. So she decided that maybe it was best if he and I would quit dating. And she must have written him this letter and asked him, "You should read the letter that he wrote her. Well, May, I love her so much. I will gladly give her up if you think that's what's best for her.
May, I am going to write to Freda and tell her not to think about me so much. If that don't help her out, I will forget myself completely and tell her that I don't love her. I know we are both young and that she is still in school, but I love her. I can't help it." Sounds like a pretty level-headed 18-year-old kid. So eventually I swept her off her feet.
He promised me that he was going to buy me a '55 Chevy station wagon. We were going to have 12 kids and a chicken farm. And this young man, in all his letters, would just court me and say, "Well, now when I come home on leave, we're going to get married." He never really ever has asked me to marry him. We were never alone, a single date, other than to walk in the park or something in Columbus, Ohio. We were always with other people and got married with other people.
We even got married with other people.
He just said, "Come with us. Louie and Nancy are going to get married," and I thought maybe we should too, or something like that. And so we ran away to get married with Nancy and Louie. He didn't even buy me a corsage. But he's a great man now. I had to raise the boy. But anyway.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
The very first night we spent together, it was in a motel, and it was called 40 Winks. I don't even know why I got married to him. He was not what my family thought he should be, because he was a fighter and a drinker and a gambler. I think that at that time, because of all the letters he wrote me and all the promises he made me, I don't know, I just fell in love with him. But I had no idea when we got married what I couldn't have possibly have dreamed what our life was going to be like and how it turned out. We're very, very blessed. We're very, very fortunate. I think he is a totally better person now than he was as a little 17, 18-year-old, what I thought was a man, just a kid. I think we both matured well.
As I told you, I loved her from the first time I saw her. But you really don't understand love until you get older. As you grow together.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Wonderful.
Sleep good? Puppy been fed yet?
Yes, she has.
All right. I'm gonna go get me a cup of coffee.
All right, honey.
I was very lucky in having my head go zing the first time I saw her, even though I didn't understand it. Coming from a divorced family and seeing a lot of that broken family stuff, I even at that young age, I said, if I ever get married, I'm married for life, till death do us part. And I meant that, particularly if there's children. But in our case, we're doing it even though our children are quite a bit old. We still have a devotion to all of our children, even though one of them is close to 60 now. But the most important thing is to love them like you love your wife.
You know, we've had really great blessings, but we've also had our share of trauma and heartache and loss, and we've powered through all of that. He's never ever let me down. I can tell you that when we lost the baby and when we lost my mother, he was always the tower of strength for me. And he still is a tower of strength, and he is still who I love and look up to and respect. Well, I was putting the silver balls on, I thought, it's my anniversary. It's my 60 years anniversary. So we have the man that started the whole thing, and all our 4 children and all 10 grandchildren on the tree. Oh. So that's our anniversary tree. That's
wow. For a memorable occasion, their 60th anniversary.
Wow. Here, here.
Salute.
Congratulations. Salute.
But it's been a very good, enjoyable marriage.
That's it. All you can just sum it up saying it's been wonderful, and we're very blessed.
Yeah. And I still like her after all these years.
That's important. As a young man, he wasn't very considerate. But as an old man, he's very considerate and takes very good care of me and keeps me in weekly roses and wine.
Well, you know, I never proposed. I guess I never proposed to her, right? Maybe I should do it right now. Let me propose to you. Will you marry me?
Let me think about that. Can I have 3/4 of the money?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Now I can't get back up.
I actually was asked to get married.
There you go.
Wow, Gersper. I like you on your knees. Well, I feel like I'm a real woman now that I've actually was asked to get married. And it's not even quite 60 years. There's a few days left.
I know that. Yeah, but
So we got time for shopping for rings and getting a
Wait a minute.
massage.
Ho, 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 ho.